Hey everybody, Dr. Scott Uhalt here, and welcome to the November edition to the Wealth of Health newsletter. This month, I want to do something a little bit different. We're halfway through the NFL season. I'm a big football fan, and I want to use some NFL plays to kind of differentiate and show you what health-related fitness is and what performance-related fitness is, and then how you can improve upon both of them. So to start everything out for this month, check out this awesome play by Bo Nix, quarterback of the Denver Broncos.
That's Sutton you're drawing up there at the top. They got a reverse play. Sutton with a throwback pass. Caught at the goal line for the touchdown. And Bo Nix has caught his first NFL touchdown. Situation.
Hi, wow, what an awesome play. And that's an example of, again, both health and performance-related fitness. And let me share with you what those are. Health-related fitness involves cardiovascular fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, body composition, and flexibility. And as you can see in that play, Bo has a lot of flexibility. He's got a lot of muscular strength fighting off that defensive player. His aerobic conditioning is good, although it wasn't very far, but that's heart health. And so health-related fitness helped with his performance-related fitness. And you might ask, well, what's performance-related fitness? Performance-related fitness is really about personal records and getting the most out of your physical health. It's things like agility, power, balance, speed, coordination, force. And you can definitely tell when you're watching an NFL football game, especially with a tackle, there's a lot of those parameters taking place. And hey, if you want to see an example of performance-related fitness, look at this catch by Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets. It's an incredible, like Michael Jordan-esque kind of one-handed grab. That involves agility, hand and eye coordination, balance, and just a number of other things. But check out this catch. It's incredible.
Four-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone, and Wilson, can he one-handed and stay in bounds?
Well, as you saw with Garrett's catch, I mean, you've got flexibility, you've got muscular strength, you've got a variety of things going on. But one thing I do want to highlight is I guarantee you that he's doing a lot of hand-eye coordination so he can get that kind of Odell Beckham Jr. kind of one-handed catch going on into his repertoire. I mean, that's one of the best catches I think I've ever seen in the NFL. Now that you've kind of seen an example of performance-related fitness, I would like to share that health-related fitness and performance can be improved upon. And the way that you do that is by a little concept called the overload principle. And what I mean by that is that for you to improve, you need to do a little bit more than what you had done in the past. And I would like to share that people that work out the same kind of look the same. So if you're trying to improve either one of these two performances, you really have to apply the overload principle, which again is doing a little bit more, whether it's a little bit heavier weight, a little bit longer time, a little bit more of intense activity. All of that is relevant, and over time, you will slowly improve your performance and your health-related status, and that improves your quality of life, and that's what wellness is all about. Now, I realize I just mentioned the overload principle a little bit ago, but you do have to be careful. Check out this next video with Mike Evans. He's given it 100% trying to catch this football, and he actually overextends and he injures his hamstring and pulls his hamstring. So he's not going to be playing for a while. And that's one of the main concerns for adults, especially adults over 40, is that we're not used to doing what we're doing. And even though he's extremely fit, he overdid it and he ended up hurting himself. We can do the same thing. Obviously, the intensity of the exercise or the activity that we're doing isn't that great, but we can still expose ourselves to injury if we're not careful. One thing that I would like to mention about Mike Evans and his injury is it's actually what's called a soft tissue injury. And with a soft tissue injury, there's a good way to heal that using heat and cold, light stretching. After you've actually torn or pulled a muscle, one of the worst things that you want to do is actually stretch it back out. You need to give it some time to recover. Very light, passive stretching is good for it, but it's going to need some time to rest. And like I said, he's going to be out for a few weeks because of this. So with some of these examples of these videos, there's definitely a difference between health-related fitness and performance-related fitness, but they are intertwined. I would like to say as an adult, what you would probably want to focus on is health-related fitness. And the reason being, top 5 injuries for people over 40 as it goes in the soft tissue realm or basically just overall injuries. The number 1 injury is actually tennis elbow. That's a form of tendonitis in your elbow. You can get it from using your mouse too much, sitting wrong, or repetitive issue kinds of things. The second one is stress fractures. We get that many times in our feet. So again, if you're active, make sure you have good shoes and wear proper footwear. You can also get stress fractures in other parts of your body. Osteoporosis is common in women. That's why we need to get calcium in our diet and vitamin D to have firm bones. The third most common injury for people over 40s, believe it or not, is low back pain or low back injuries. And a very easy way to hurt yourself, your back, is by lifting and turning at the same time. Getting groceries out of the back seat of your car is a great way to hurt yourself. Getting stuff out of your trunk is a great way to hurt yourself. So practicing good mechanics when you're lifting, especially using your back or your core, is really helpful. The number 4, as you might expect, is rotator cuff or bicep injuries. I've actually had both of those injuries myself, and it takes a little while to heal. You have major surgery on your shoulder. You're going to be out probably 2 or 3 months not using that arm at all, and it's going to be 6 months of rehab. And the 5th most common injury for people over 40 is an ACL, or anterior cruciate ligament. That's the ligament that's deep in the middle of the knee, and it's very commonly torn, especially in NFL or in performance-related fitness activities. Hey, well, that's a wrap for this month's edition of the Wealth of Health newsletter. I hope you found it interesting and informative. And other than probably diet, being physically fit is probably one of the best tools that you can have in your toolkit. It makes everything easier. And when you get in your 40s and 50s, 60s, I tell people it's not necessarily the years, but it's the mileage. And being physically fit is just like giving your car a tune-up. It's giving your body a tune-up, and it really is one of the best things that you can do for yourself.